How does a former model become a billionaire first lady, living a life filled with luxury, mystery, and constant media attention? Behind the elegance, the designer outfits, and the carefully curated social media presence, there's a much deeper story of ambition, business ventures, and strategic choices that have shaped Melania Trump's life. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the billionaire lifestyle of Melania Trump, how she made her mark, turned her fame into fortune, and became a powerful force in her own right. Stick around, because the story might surprise you. Melania Trump's rise to fame didn't start in the glitzy world of New York fashion shows. Born in 1970 in Slovenia to a working-class family, her early life was far from glamorous. However, her ambition was clear from a young age. By 16, Melania was turning heads, and by 18, she had signed with a modeling agency. Her career quickly took off, and she graced covers of magazines like Vogue and Glamour. With her exotic looks and sophisticated style, she became a favorite in the fashion world. After joining the prestigious Ford Models Agency, she landed high-profile campaigns, breaking into the international fashion scene. By the mid-1990s, Melania had established herself as a successful model, but she was just getting started. In 2005, Melania's life changed when she married billionaire Donald Trump, a powerful real estate mogul with a vast fortune. This marriage wasn't just about becoming the wife of a famous man, it marked the start of a new chapter for Melania, one where she would help shape her own legacy. While Donald's wealth opened doors, Melania didn't just want to ride on his coattails. Together, they built an empire, focusing on luxury real estate, high-end properties, and global investments. Though Donald's name was well known, Melania worked behind the scenes, asserting her vision and establishing herself as a businesswoman. But beyond the real estate, Melania took steps to establish herself as a brand. She used her growing fame to secure business deals that would boost her wealth. Through strategic partnerships, Melania was able to create a lifestyle of luxury that was uniquely her own, independent of her husband's fortune. And it was just the beginning. Melania didn't just rely on her marriage to Donald for success. She worked hard to carve out her own path. One of her most notable business ventures was her jewelry line. In 2010, she launched a line of high-end jewelry that was sold through QVC, a global retail giant. The collection, which featured everything from rings to necklaces, quickly became popular among women looking for affordable luxury. The line was a hit, not just for its quality, but for its design, which reflected Melania's personal taste. She wasn't just selling jewelry, she was selling a piece of her own style and sophistication. The venture was a financial success and further solidified her position in the luxury market. Her jewelry wasn't just a product, it was a part of her personal brand. Next, Melania ventured into the world of skincare, launching her own line of high-end beauty products. These products were marketed as being luxurious and effective, much like Melania herself. Her attention to detail in the branding and the quality of the products reflected her commitment to excellence. The skincare line didn't make headlines in the way some of her other ventures did, but it quietly added to her already impressive portfolio. Perhaps the most unexpected of her business endeavors was the launch of her own cryptocurrency. In an era where digital currency was booming, Melania saw an opportunity to capitalize on the trend. In 2021, she introduced the dollar Melania coin, a cryptocurrency designed to celebrate her own image. Although the launch was met with some skepticism, it demonstrated Melania's keen sense of timing and her willingness to explore new avenues for wealth. As if her jewelry and skincare lines weren't enough, Melania took things to the next level when she signed a massive documentary deal with Amazon. The project would chronicle her life and experiences, from her childhood in Slovenia to her time as First Lady. The deal was worth millions, with Melania reportedly set to earn $28 million. This documentary wasn't just about telling her story, it was a smart move to further cement her place in the public eye. By controlling her narrative, Melania could shape how the world viewed her, turning her life into a brand that would last long after her time in the White House. This was no longer about being the wife of a famous man. This was about being a businesswoman, a brand, and a cultural icon. When you think of Melania Trump, images of luxurious mansions and designer outfits likely come to mind. She's known for her elegant, high-end fashion choices, often wearing some of the most famous designers in the world. But it's not just about the clothes. Melania's lifestyle is defined by exclusivity and privacy. Whether she's spending time at the Trump Tower in New York City or the Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida, Melania's world is carefully curated to reflect her status. Despite being married to one of the most famous men in the world, Melania has always been private. She's kept a low profile compared to other first ladies, which has only added to her mystique. She's not the type to seek out attention for the sake of it. Her style, her lifestyle, and her public appearances all reflect her desire for privacy and control over her image. She's also embraced social media in a way that allows her to connect with a younger generation, offering glimpses of her life that the public wouldn't otherwise see. From her posts on Twitter to her more recent ventures into TikTok, Melania has become a master at navigating the digital world while maintaining an air of exclusivity. While Melania Trump is often associated with luxury and wealth, she has also used her platform to support various charitable causes. One of her key initiatives as First Lady was the Be Best campaign, which focused on child well-being, cyberbullying, and drug addiction. She dedicated a significant portion of her time to advocating for children's rights and supporting organizations that worked toward their betterment. Her charitable efforts haven't always been in the spotlight, but she has quietly supported several causes, both during her time as First Lady and in the years since. These initiatives have helped to balance her public image, showcasing her as someone who, while living a life of wealth and privilege, cares deeply about the well-being of others. Melania has also participated in public engagements selectively. Whether it was speaking at charity events or making appearances with her husband, Melania knew how to navigate the public eye without losing her sense of privacy. She wasn't one to seek the limelight, but when she did make an appearance, it was always calculated to leave an impression.